Hello divers, welcome to day 4 of our movement and mind reset, and hopefully you're already feeling the benefits of showing up for the past 3 days. We're midway, we're literally on day 4 out of 7. It's always kind of picking up, and for us it's going to be middle body, so it's going to be picking up as well. We're going to look at abs today and kind of our core. And the reason we always speak about the core and deep core is because it's our anchor in life and obviously in depth. We know that when we dive, there is a lot of heaviness that we take with us, and especially moving things around. But when we go to that horizontal position that we're always kind of aiming for, so we can control our buoyancy, we notice a lot of compression on the lower back. We notice a lot of kind of stress and strain. And for us to understand well what is the reason and the benefit of using our, like engaging our abs and working through the next 15 minutes or so, um, we need to understand that every muscle counterbalances, which means I need to have a stronger core to be able to protect my lower back. And with this in mind, today we're going to be strengthening like deep core, obliques, like looking through how to help our movement and respectively how to be able to release that pressure of the lower back, but also strengthening a little bit in the process. As always, check, reminders. First, make sure you're mindful with all the movements. Today, there might be movements that we need to kind of the same like on hip day. It's not the most comfortable, but they're really good for us. And if I can do any recommendation, any of those little nuggets of gold, use little sessions of like few minutes, like we said 30 seconds is more than enough. You're gonna notice the benefits for working on your core daily the same way that our legs carry me through the day. I do need a core for very many tasks in the day. So with this in mind, that's the first check. The second check, as always, yoga mat present. Any little tools and gadgets, meaning if you needed blocks, books, anything for support, we shouldn't need it. As all other days, we can have our modifications to make things even simpler. When we say simpler, that doesn't mean easy, but it means that we can reduce the number of points that we need to action the same way like in scuba skills, we can kind of downgrade them. So in this case, if you're ready, I would like to invite you, as always, sit comfortably in any position that can allow you to have your spine tall. Bring yourself back to center and come back to that mind-body connection through the breath. You can still hear the ocean in the background, so I'm going to stay silent for a minute. Please use this background as a way to allow you to connect with yourself and with your internal world by visualization. Take a breath in, hold it at the top, and exhale it slowly. And visualize yourself in the ocean, moving upward and downward. There is something really empowering being in place around nature. Um, Obviously, you can see the nature above and in the nature below. And when we think about the way that we explore the nature under the water, obviously, it's not our medium. Here on firm ground is a good way to prep. So with that in mind, we're going to start with our prep, and you already know how we're gonna go. Let's come to tabletop, And we're going to start with a few cat-cows to warm up the spine. Start connecting to your breath. Inhale, raise the tailbone and look up. And go at your own pace. Remember to push firmly and away, round the upper back. Open up through the shoulders. And keep moving slowly. Enjoying the opposites. Enjoying each of the movements that complement each other. I was just speaking with someone here, and we're speaking about the journey of how yoga helped. And it seems that we only do things that are good for us when we have no other option. So I'm hoping if you've joined us, joined me on this challenge, you're at the point that actually you just want to make your life better. Here we're going to stop in flat back position, and we're going to start moving through a few circles. So I would like to invite you to shift your weight forward, and we're going to do a few hip circles, lowering yourself back. On an inhale, choose one side, and then roll back to the other side on an exhale. Final one. Good. Now we're going to start moving through the hip circles we did yesterday. So we're gonna modify them just a tiny little bit. Press up, inhale, raise the leg up. Imagine you're diving. We're aiming for our, there's a dog or there's a dog. This has always been a challenge. Imagine that you're wanting to do a frog kick. So we're gonna move the leg out, and we're gonna just make sure that whatever movement we do is a very minimal movement. It comes upward and out, and if you have a dog in the middle, it doesn't make it very easy. But we're gonna keep the core engaged at all times. If your wrists are screaming, that's okay. You can just come back for a moment, roll them out, and come back. As you come back, lift up, squeeze the glute, lift through the core, engage the abdomen, and we're gonna move slight little circles one way, and then the other way. So instead of doing full hip circles, we're kind of just rolling our feet. Roll your ankle as well. And then bring your leg back down. You might need to shake off a little bit if your glute is like really engaged. You can do a little bumping and then come onto the other side. Press up, lift the leg up. Again, engage the core, lift the leg as if you're going to do a frog kick. And we're going to start doing small, little turns one way and change them and move it the other way. This is what actually you're doing when you're doing the frog kick. So, it's a good exercise. And lower down. Sit up for a moment, roll your wrists one way, roll your wrists the other way, and we're gonna come back into tabletop. Raise the left leg up, and raise the opposite arm up. Again, tendency here will be to kind of dunk down. Make sure you press upward through your knee and through your standing arm. Lift the leg up, and we're gonna inhale here. Exhale, bring knee to elbow, round up. Inhale, flat back. Stay strong. Exhale, we
push into the arm and roll. Inhale out, exhale round, inhale out, and we swap. You can do a little circle, a little shift forward and back, and we go for the other side. Here we go. Inhale, press up, squeeze the glutes, check the abdomen, raise the arm, look down, and as you exhale, come into a little ball, and you're gonna release the lower back. Inhale, leg engaged. Exhale, roll it in. And we go for 3, 2, and 1. Let it all go. And roll a little bit your hands and circle. Now we're gonna move slightly into the belly zone. And we all know all of those crunches we did when we were young, and you were like, I can't keep up with the teacher. We're gonna go for one of those. Different ways and variations. You can start from lowering yourself down completely, and we're going to go for boat pose. Very much on topic, very trendy given the fact we're speaking about the ocean. Well, we're gonna need to look like a boat. In this case, option 1 is I can lift my legs up, and we can do a little bit of, not a boat pose, but adaptation, in which I can crunch up, lower one leg, bring it back up, lower the other leg, bring it back up. If this feels good, stick with it. If you want to join me on self-exploration, we're gonna come with our feet in front of us, sit on your sit bones. You can place fingertips just behind, raise the legs. Good. If this feels good, then we're gonna continue by adding the hands, and we're gonna extend them. Now for this, you're gonna need to use your hip flexors to keep your legs in line, and you're also gonna need to engage your abdomen so you can stay here. If this feels like fun, then we're gonna try to expand it even further. Imagine bringing your legs, and as you can see, my ones are shaking. You're gonna bring them in extension. We've been working on legs a few days ago, so let's see how we go. From here, we're gonna go and start moving down, 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 and up, 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 up. If this feels very heavy, then adaptations could be, I just stay here, bring my legs, bring them to my tippy toes, lift them up, lift the hands. From then, any other variation, if you're happy to go with the full pose, we're gonna go down, keep your body engaged, and we're gonna keep going for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Extend the legs. And then if you roll back, that's a gain. From here, come back up, and we're going to start doing a bit more squeezy. So in this case, we're going to come down as if you want to do bridge pose. We've also done it when we were little. It took me a very long while until I came back to it. Keep your feet kind of close. You can kind of touch them with the end of your middle fingertips. From here, we're going to inhale and raise up, and you're pushing your chest towards the ceiling. Now, we're gonna march. It's called marching glute bridge. So that means I'm gonna lift the leg up, I'm gonna bring it into my chest, and I'm gonna lower it down. This is good, but the important thing in that case is as I am bringing it up, that my back stays lifted, so I can then lower it back down. Inhale, march. Inhale much. And if you're like, why do I need to do this torture as a scuba diver? Because we're gonna need all of that core work will help us stay stable in the position that we require to be able to lift our feet and fins and feet up, but also press us in that horizontal position and also stabilize us in all other movements. Remember, hips high, and we keep marching for another 8, 7. I've become a yogi. I have no clue how to count. 6, 5. If you're dying, here is really hot too. Come on, we can do this. 3, 2, and 1. Let it all down. Bring your heels, bring your knees to your chest. Roll a little bit side to side. And if you thought that was great, we're gonna move into a little bit more core work. Flip yourself as a pancake. So roll to one side, come up. And from here, we're gonna go into planks. Come into your normal standard plank, whatever that means. Okay, inhale here, and we're gonna stay for 5 or 6 breaths and completely check that first my hand position is right. I am pressing away, my fingertips are grabbing the floor, I'm pushing up, I've got my shoulders protracted, I've got my abdomen like completely engaged. I'm pushing my heels up. And here we're gonna go dynamic. We're gonna inhale here, exhale to lower both arms as if you want to grab your fingers, be like, oh, that looks great. Okay, and then we're gonna inhale to raise and exhale to lower. And we're gonna go for 8, and 7. And while I'm counting, I'm going to say that this is probably one of the best places you can start doing small little blasts of core engagement. When I say this, any morning you get up, this is what I used to do. I would literally get up and do 10 minutes of, even less, 30 push-ups and 30 of these. Because your entire body depends on your core, and you only realize how much work it is when you start doing it. I know I said 8, and I think we've done about 15, so let's come back to plank. And if your shoulders are dying, come back to a child pose for a moment. Wrap your arms around your feet, and we're gonna go for part 2. On your next inhale, press up, come back to plank, and we're gonna start rolling. In this case, I would like to roll on from my toes to the sides of my feet. I'm gonna imagine I'm arming a bow and arrow. So I'm going to lift up through the hips. I'm gonna press up through the shoulder. I'm gonna open up the chest, and I can look either forward or upward, whichever way feels comfortable. Isn't a funky word to say, but let's go with it. Okay, we're gonna stay here for a few breaths. And we're gonna switch it back to center, and we're gonna roll. I'm gonna just switch sides so you don't see me on the other hand. And we're gonna roll the opposite way. And again, come up, stand up. And this is a good moment to start imagining yourself in your very beautiful neutral position, diving all along and seeing the fish around. So in this case, when the mind starts saying, this is difficult, this is challenging, I don't really want to do this, why is this happening? just take it to a place where it enjoys being. And suddenly you're going to realize that where your focus is and where your attention is, that's how your brain interprets the world. So with this in mind, I know I said we'll stay for a couple of breaths and we've been here for a while. So flip yourself back down, come back to your knees, and emergency child pose. And let's roll down. And if your abs are burning, then you've done the job. And bring your knees into your chest, roll a little bit side to side, and you already know the drill. Twists are the best place to relax. In this case, we're going to bring our hips again. Choose a leg, straighten that leg. And as we move along, open up to the opposite side. Take the moment to start thinking through how your movements were today. How did you feel? Did you enjoy your presence on the mat? Why is so beneficial doing it? At the beginning, it feels like a lot of work, and then suddenly your body starts demanding it on its own. And then switch, come back to center, and we're gonna turn to the other side. And then you realize that you were meant to move right from the beginning. I know this series called Mind and Movement for Scuba Divers, but it could be applicable to anyone. I think one of the biggest discoveries I made, and we're gonna come back to center and grab the edges. We're gonna go for a little happy baby. One of the biggest discoveries we made, or I've made in the last few years, and you can start moving and shuffling as you see fit. If you want to extend a little bit the legs, slowly, slowly, has been the connection of how we feel really is related to the movement we do. The more we move, the better we feel. And you only know it when you know it. Like we all know it in theory, but one thing is knowledge and another thing is knowing, like having it as part of your core. And as we're speaking about the core today, we all have like core values and things we value. And I think we might not place enough value and importance on health and well-being and those little moments. So I hope with this and our little happy baby, we're gonna roll up into a seat. You're ready for our safety stop moment. We are now closing day 4. You're already past the half point. So I would like first to express my gratitude for joining me on this journey. And second, I really, really, really want you to give yourself an applause for making it that far. Take a moment to close your eyes and take a moment to think of the word that you would like to keep with you in your heart today. Take a breath in and send that breath to your core, the one that stabilizes you, the one that gives you strength, and the one that kind of always looks after you, even if you don't look after it. My word of today is going to be stabilize. And sometimes we look for stability without actually putting the work into finding it. So take this knowledge of today and see whether there is a point in your life where you're looking for stability, but you're maybe not putting your 100% into it. And that means the core might not be as stable as we want it. With that in mind, thank you so much for joining me on day 4.
and I'll see you on day 5.